Hey guys, Ernie here and welcome to the Paleo Hiker MD channel. There have been no shortage of budget-friendly gear, in particular stoves here on the channel, but today is not a budget-friendly video. Stay tuned, we're going to take a look at a high-dollar stove from the Japanese company Soto. I think you guys will like it. It's been very much requested here on the channel, so stay tuned, we'll check it out. Thanks for watching. Now, some of my favorite stoves, and according to the YouTube analytics, which of course don't lie, some of y'all's favorite stoves are from a company called Soto. They're out of Japan. They make super high quality products. They're not cheap, of course, because they are, but they are awesome and they just perform and function well. I've probably received no fewer than 8 or 10 emails in the last year asking me to review this particular stove from Soto. It is still readily available, although I'm not sure Soto is still manufacturing the stove. We'll talk about that here in a little while. Let's take a quick look at the Soto Fusion ST-330 Regulator stove. Okay guys, so this is the Soto Fusion ST-330 Regulator stove. This is it folded up. I'll unfold it real quick. Really simple to unfold, obviously, just pops into place just like that. Dimensions folded are 2.9 by 3.5 and open it's 4.7 by 3.5. Weight is 8.8 ounces or 250 grams. It's made mainly out of stainless steel, although there is a little bit of copper here and there. Power is 10,000 BTU. It uses a standard butane bottle, not isobutane. You can see the butane adapter here. It's made in Japan, cost me $102. You saw how it unfolds. Some of the features, it has a 13-inch fuel hose, which I find to be fairly small. But the issue is, some of these remote canister stoves, like another one that I'm testing today from a company called Wadeo, they really put out a serious, almost crazy flame. Like it just flies everywhere. So you really need to have that bottle far away. This one does not. I mean, it's like a classic, really high-end Japanese stove. It is a very calm, blue, highly efficient flame, does not spread everywhere. So this 13-inch fuel hose is absolutely fine. It has the Shin-Fuji burner, which is classic for Soto. Has a piezo igniter, which is over here, which is kind of cool. You know, sometimes you get the piezo igniters here and you'll burn with it. Then you want to turn it back on and it gets hot. You don't have to worry about that. You can hit it over here on the side and it works really well. That is a great design. It has really good flame control, which I'll show you guys. And it does have this integrated stand. So you can see right here, so you know your bottle will attach and then it just sits on that stand. And instead of the bottle, you're not really knowing where it sits very well. Again, just a little detail that's a company like Soto will always put on a stove, just those little details. Let me show you guys what the flame pattern looks like here in the dark. And then we're going to boil 2 cups of water and see how long it takes and how much fuel it uses. All right, so what do we think about this stove? We're going to start pros and cons as always, and we'll start with the pros in particular. The quality construction is what you always expect out of Soto. Super high quality. The cost is very reasonable. We'll talk a little bit about that here in a little while. Even though the cost is expensive, it's better right now for you if you want to pick one up. It's got great flame control. It has those little feet for the gas canister, which I think is a nice touch. You know, a lot of times you get these stoves and that gas canister is kind of rolling around. You kind of makes you nervous. This thing stands right where it's supposed to and doesn't move. Lastly, of course, is the piezo igniter. I love the piezo igniter, and I love the fact that it's a little farther away in a safe position. You don't have to get underneath the stove to use it. As far as cons go, guys, I like carrying cases, and I got this thing, I pulled it out, and I thought, there's not even like a little bag, you know, like a little nylon bag or nothing. I mean, Soto was just like, you know what, no carrying case, go for it. It's bulky, even when it's folded, but aside from that, I really don't see a lot of other problems with this stove. The Shinfuji burner design that you see on other Soto stoves, and you see on this burner as well, is inherently wind resistant. Now, it may not seem like the test we did that it really performed. I mean, it took 7+ minutes and it used more gas. Look, I get all that, but I have a fan on high 2 feet from this stove pointing straight at it. That is a tall task. Those flames are constantly moving away from the bottom of the pot. It takes a long time for that water to heat up. It just doesn't have as much contact with the bottom of the pot. So it really did pretty well. If you want comparison, go get a really cheap stove from China and put it up against the same test, and it probably won't even get 2 cups of water to a boil. The power is very much adequate for the size. Now, I talked a little bit about the cost. I think the cost is very good. The reason is, if you go to the Soto website right now, this stove does not show up on the website. I don't think they make it any longer. I think it's probably been discontinued. I think there's a lot of stock out there, and I'm going to tell you guys what happens a lot of times with my videos is people like the stove, they go out and they buy it. So if you want one, I think you're going to get the best price you can right now. It used to be a lot more expensive maybe 2 years ago, and it's come down in price quite a bit. So if you want one, go pick it up. Again, I don't know for sure. I can't find it new on the Soto website. So my assumption is they've probably made all they're going to make. They have stock around the world. If you want one, pick one up, because you're never going to get one at a better price. The first day this video is released, there's going to be about 5,000 of you that watch it. And if a lot of you decide to go out and buy it, you're going to miss out. So just warning you now, don't come back and comment 2 weeks from now, it's out of stock, I can't find it. Listen, you've been warned. A couple of weeks ago, I did a video on a little alcohol stove kit with some little puck stoves. It was like $15 on Amazon. I can track, you know, at least the people that order through my Amazon store, and it was sold out in about 36 hours. And I mean, from my analytics, I, at least through my store, sold about 85 of those stoves. So, you know, like I said, you've been warned. If you want one, go pick it up. So what do you guys think? Do you like the stove? Do you think it's worth the money, even at kind of the discounted price now that they don't make it any longer? I'd love to hear your comments down below. Good comments, bad comments, whatever. If you think the stove's awesome and you own it, let us know. If you own it and you think it's terrible, let us know why. Don't just say it stinks. Let us know why. I have an entire playlist on stoves, about 200 videos on stoves now, so make sure you check that out down below. As always, guys, I really appreciate y'all checking out the channel. If you like the video, hit the thumbs up. Comment down below. If you really want to help, hit the subscription button. That's what kind of helps the most for me. I want to get those subscribers up, hoping to get to 100,000 subscribers one of these days. Anyway, as always, I really appreciate you checking out the Paleo Hiker MD channel. I hope those of you that asked for me to review this particular stove see the video and enjoy it. As always, guys, I appreciate you checking out the Paleo Hiker MD channel. Stay tuned for more videos soon.